Well, I mean, where do I start? Like, it's a massive topic. Like, what area of it do you want to focus on here, or do you just want me to go over the entire thing?
Well, let's first of all let's focus on that specific job post, because that was
that was the newest egregious.
That was a gigantic red flag.
So there was a job post. I don't know if you want to bring it up. I can share it in the private while I talk to it.
Yeah.
Okay. I just sent it. So this initial post from this guy by the name of Alfie Brody, apparently he's the VP of Global Sponsorships at Visa. And he is now promoting a job available at Visa and saying, gaming is no longer just play, it's culture, community, and commerce. And he talks about Gen Z, Gen Alpha spending more time gaming than any other in media at Visa, our mission, and blah, 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 all this other corporate speak. What the concerning thing that I took from this is Visa, in a way, saying without saying that they are stepping into the game industry in a much bigger presence than they've ever been before. They're looking to invest a lot of money to try to capture a certain audience and gain control of it to make even more money. And it is concerning to see. I mean, we had our first battle of the lunatics trying to co-opt the game industry to push games for their own agenda. And now I'm seeing a dynamic shift of corporate interest pushing to control gaming and the direction that games are created to push their own special corporate interests. Visa, in my humble opinion, has zero place for being in the game industry at all. I look at them as a payment processor. Process the fucking payment. That's, I think, a very fair assumption most gamers would look at Visa is, yes, I will use Visa to process my payment. That is the extent of what I care about for them. And they can make their 3% grift off of every transaction or whatever the hell it is. But apparently it's not enough. They need more now. That they want to separate their company and use a different division of Visa to, in addition, grift off of the percentages for the payments, to now also try to manipulate the direction of the games. And then when you follow the rabbit hole down to the people working there, their connections with the World Economic Forum and the tinfoil hat territory that you used to sound really crazy is actually, no, that's just right out in the open. They're being very flippant about it now because they know. It's almost like, what are you going to do about it? We have all the money and power. You're just going to cry on the internet about us while we do it anyways. And in a weird way, it kind of feels like that's what's happening right now. And if you want to scroll down to the second post in that, that's the actual. Oh, that's all right. And I'll let you guys have the floor too. I talk a lot sometimes. Sorry. And the second post, my follow-up, here's the job listing. And shocker, it's in San Francisco.
Oh boy.
This job pays upwards of nearly $250,000 USD.
Holy, how do I get this job?
I was about to say, Arthur, how about we all apply, like all of us, all of us on the panel, smash.
Here's the thing. Here's the funny thing, and I talked about this in my coverage on it on my video. This position that Alfie Brody posted about, this post, the post that I was just reading before from Alfie Brody, he deleted that post. This job offer is still available, but I'm glad I captured it on my video because in the comments section, Alfie was talking to somebody who works at Visa in a division there, and everyone's propping him up to be like, oh, this guy's perfect for the position. This guy's perfect. And it's like, this company is not even looking to external to hire someone. This is just a formality at this point. They already know who's going to have the position. They're just by legal obligation having to share it externally before they hire this guy for it. So now we have some insight because they were forced to showcase the job of what their intentions are and how much this guy's going to be getting paid to do it. And I even said in my video, I don't remember the name of the dude that was in the conversation, but I'm like, mark this down, come back to this video 2 years from now, a year from now, and you'll see this guy is going to be at Visa and he's going to be pushing a lot of the gaming stuff. And it's going to be a very different landscape than what gaming looks like right now, and not for the better. But I'll leave it there, 'cause that's basically everything I had to say.
But
it sounds a lot like what BlackRock was saying a few years ago about how they have to force change by controlling the Avenue stream. And it's really, they tried to do it by getting the money at the investor level. If we control when you get investments, maybe we can force culture to change. Well, it didn't work. So maybe if we prevent you from getting the money at the purchasing level, at the lower levels, maybe that'll force change. It's not going to work because they think they can control Generation Alpha and Generation Z. I'm a Zoomer, full-fledged Zoomer, younger Zoomer. I don't like Gen Alpha. We aren't reprogrammable. You can't tell us what to do and what to believe. If you tell us what to think, we're going to do the opposite thing.
Neither are us old people.
Well, you say that, but there are, I was going to say, there are a lot of NPCs, and those are the ones they're going after. You are a free thinker. They don't like people like you. They want you to stop.
They want someone convenient.
Well, a lot of the NPCs in my generation, though, the thing is, we were sold the lie of the amazing life that you older people had, but we don't get that life because everything was taken away from us.
Exactly.
But we're still treated as though we are. So we know that's never going to happen. So a lot more of us have woken up and realized it. There are people who don't care, and those people don't play video games. And if they do, they're playing Fortnite and only Fortnite. They're not going to play story games. They're not playing Dustborns.
Exactly.
Well, panel perspectives are very important, and we'll ask the lovely lady what she makes of this whole situation.
Oh, boy. Well, yeah, I mean, judging by my own nephew, he's just a boy who plays just Fortnite, and he doesn't care. He can't even learn English, which is pretty sad. So, yeah, people like him, I mean, kids like him are going to be very easy manipulated, and you can't really do anything about it because he just wants simple things, and that's what he enjoys, and he doesn't think twice about anything. But what I am thinking about what Visa could do here is something that they already do in like commerce, for example. They want you to pay with their card some things and not buy them with cash because they get the percentages or whatever, and then you have certain promotions and they make you use the card in certain shops, something like that. Maybe they want to implement deals like these in gaming. I don't know. Where can they take this?
It's essentially an octopus trying to sprout more tentacles in this instance. I wanted to really combine this with the whole situation going on in Australia, because both Visa and MasterCard are trying to worm their way into that country because of all the rules and regulations put in place, as well as all the taxes on all the games.
I've watched Japanese anime to see what tentacles of an octopus can do to somebody.
Oh my goodness, Jose.
Just saying. Just saying.
Jose, I call him Jose because he looks like a Mexican, but Jose is very passionate about these sorts of topics because it really gets into that territory that you can't really talk about on YouTube, which is perfectly fine. His show is called Cancel This Podcast. So we are setting things up here for a fourth reboot. Go ahead, Jose.
Well, I was going to say one thing about this that's very interesting is that this guy said the quiet part out loud, which is games are culture. They know it. Nobody's watching TV, especially not the young people, but all of us older people have sort of moved on. When's the last time you actually just binge watched something on regular television, or came home like my dad used to do, crack open a beer and watch a movie that's halfway through? We don't do that anymore. So they know politically the only way they're going to control anything, whether it's the Klaus Schwabs of the world or the Larry Finks of the world, they got to get control of the video game, the market. They don't like the fact that most of us are the ones posting memes and jokes and making fun of things and doing things that are problematic for entire governments and all these sorts of narratives. It's telling, and Visa has absolute control because everybody just about has some variation of a Visa card in their wallet. So they know that this is sort of the way to go. As far as the guy that they may put in the position, he'll probably be the guy actually in charge, but they're probably going to figurehead it. I guarantee you they're going to find somebody who is female, obese, multi-gendered, has half the alphabet in her freaking bio, and throw her up there as a figurehead so that they could finger wag and call us all a bunch of bigots the minute we start calling out what kind of BS this is. Because again, it's all theatrics with these people. They know it. And at the end of the day, they're just coming to yell at us and complain at us, finger wag us. Sorry you didn't vote for the people we wanted you to vote for. Meanwhile, they're totally fine if you go into a sex shop and buy a prosthetic ass. That's completely fine. But don't you dare play that video game, Sex Austrian Painter. Don't you dare play that Steam game. All right, even though it's got more players than Dustborn, I checked yesterday.
Disgusting, Tangent Kings are new.